You might think your life is a comedy, but in truth, it's a tragedy. So cheer up with these 10 romance comedy anime that'll cure your depression. Let's go! Number 10, Okitsura fell in love with an Okinawan girl, but I just wish I know what she's saying.
あ、来たみよ、さっきの片ぶりよ。よんなしんせいさぬ。あっさみよ。パらないさらない。慌てたさ。
なんて?
Finding a crush in a new town. This happens to Teru Nakamura, who moves from Tokyo to Okinawa and quickly falls for his bubbly classmate Hina Kyan. But there's a catch. Her thick Okinawan dialect makes her hard to understand. Luckily, Hina's friend Kana steps in as a translator, but she has a crush on Teru herself. Now, our guy is tangled in a web of misunderstandings, love, and cultural quirks.
比嘉さん、どうしたの?
いや、なんでも。
What really clicks here is the chemistry between the three leads. Love triangles are hard to do, but when you do it right, you get something like this. And when you do it wrong, you get a school days. This love triangle isn't heavy drama. It's more like awkward, sweet moments that feel super relatable if you've ever been the new kid. Plus, the cultural nuggets about Okinawa add a fresh twist that sets this apart from your usual high school rom-com. Number 9, Astronaut.
大丈夫ですか?
Takumi is a talented chef who just got fired. He lands a job at an old boarding house called Astroso, but hesitates when he finds out he has to live there full time. Everything changes when he meets Mira, the cute and charming caretaker, and suddenly, moving in doesn't seem so bad. The moral of that story is how a cute girl can solve all your problems.
これで明日が来ることを怯えずに済むんだ! 今日は大いに飲もうじゃないですか!
なんだか大げさじゃないですか?
The show's got that bubbly vibe and colorful animation that just draws you in from the start. The side characters steal the spotlight with their quirky personalities. At this point, this whole boarding house thing has turned into a genre itself. It's got the quirky characters, crazy side characters, main love interest, and some really, really big misunderstandings. Number 8, I'll become a villainess who goes down in history.
うまくいって!
Wait a minute, how do we get a villainous anime inside a rom-com list? Well, buddy, villainesses have their cute side too. Alicia is obsessed with a villainess in an otame game and wishes to be reincarnated as her. Boom! Suddenly, 7-year-old Alicia wakes up with all the memories of her past life and future spoilers. Instead of being a typical sweetheart like the perfect heroine, Alicia's got sass, dark magic, and a no-nonsense attitude to dodge the usual villainous fate. Her goal? Outwit everyone, embrace her ruthless side, and become the greatest villainess in history.
悪女らしく正々堂々と断るわ。世界よ、待ってらっしゃい。歴史に残る悪女のデビュー。Coming soon, yo!
Alicia, in terms of villainous tiers, probably somewhere lands in the A tier because she's actually an interesting villainess. But what forces this tragedy to become a comedy is all the crazy scenarios she's thrown into. I'd say those crazy scenarios are what steals the show. The story's pacing might drag sometimes, but Alicia's antics and her dad's hands-on parenting can keep you hooked to the show. Number 7, Alma-chan wants to have a family.
問題ありません。次の指示を。お父さん。お母さん。
Time for Scientist X Robot Family. Alma is no ordinary robot. She's a self-learning combat bot created by two brilliant scientists, Enji Kamisato and Suzume Yobane. The team pair up to prove their worth after being shunned by old rivals, combining Enji's AI expertise with Suzume's robotic skills. Now, their professional partnership's all good, but these two bicker like an old couple. Alma, the robot they created, picks up on these fights and starts exploring what it means to be human.
何が家族だ、何が娘だ、すべては目的を叶えるための道具。
え？は？夫婦の話？
First off, this is coming next season. Now, don't come at me with your pitchforks for recommending an upcoming anime. We've only got 2 more weeks to go until the next season starts. Alma-chan feels like the robotic version of Anya. And I mean literally robotic. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of curious about how a robot solves the love problems of scientists. Number 6, cultural exchange with a game center girl.
I will guide you. this game center?
Game center?
Ah, yes, my favorite kind of anime. Japanese people trying to speak English. Lily Baker, a British girl, heads to an arcade on Valentine's Day. All she wants is a stuffed animal from a claw machine. After failing the arcade guy, Renji Kusakabe steps in and wins the prize for her. Simple, right? Nope. Lily, mixing up cultural cues, thinks Renji just declared his love. Now she visits the arcade every day, hoping to get another confession from him.
I'll make you fall in love with me.
What?
This is pretty much like Okitsura, but instead of understanding a Japanese dialect, this is about understanding English. They even have this little notebook exchange, which is a genius way to build chemistry without all the cheesy back and forth. It's low-key adorable, and hooks you with charm instead of drama. If Lily didn't make you laugh, then the English accent of the Japanese voice actors definitely will. Number 5, Pseudo Harem.
よっしゃ死ぬ覚悟できた猫の演技もできるとはな
Eiji Kitahama just wants what every high school guy thinks is cool, being popular and having a bunch of girls after him. Then comes Rin Nanakura, his drama club junior, who literally plays all the girls in his so-called harem. She switches from playful to serious to every kind of personality like it's nothing. But as Rin piles on the roles, it gets harder to tell what's real and what's acting, and she secretly hopes Eiji notices the real her.
なんか先輩の前で演技するの好きだな。
すまんそれは演技かどっちだ
もちろん演技ですよ。
This show takes the rom-com thing and makes it fresh. Instead of a harem of girls, we got one girl acting the whole harem. Rin's whole multi-character act isn't just funny, it shows the real feelings. So her romance actually feels believable. Watching Eiji and Rin go from awkward senpai-kohai to a legit couple is super satisfying. And unlike regular harem anime, there isn't any nonsense or fan service to ruin it. Number 4, my awkward senpai.
よりによってなして私
はじめまして亀川優です
責任重大やけど頑張らんと
You thought you were done with senpais and kohais? Nope, we got another one. Kanawa senpai isn't exactly smooth. She's way better at being awkward. Then her new kohai, Kamegawa, shows up super cute and kinda nerdy, and suddenly things feel different. Their casual talks start stirring things Kanawa didn't plan on.
おいわからないことがあればすぐに聞けこら昼食をカップラーメンで済ませる気か
Once again, this is an upcoming anime, but you know I am all in for some office romance anime. My high school romance era has passed on, so it's time to start moving on. Wait, that's almost sad. Anyways, watching Kanawa senpai deal with all these new feelings is gonna be fun. And you know the best love combinations are between a nerdy boy and a non-nerdy girl. I'm gonna slam Saikano in your face if you ask for an example. Number 3, the magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be arch enemies.
万全でない君を倒しては我が悪の組織の名が泣くからね
はい優しいんですね
そうじゃない我々自身のプライドのためだ
Aliens are crashing Earth, led by a scary-as-heck Lieutenant Shun Miller, who's so intense, even his own squad's freaked out. But his big plan gets messy when he suddenly falls for Byakuya Mimori, the magical girl standing between him and the city. Soon, he starts the ultimate simping a giveaway by giving her presents and acting like a total softie. That's when he learns her talking cat isn't just a pet, it's been running the show behind her back. Now, Miller's ready to fight for her and their crush story, no matter how wild the war gets.
考えていてほしい魔法少女をやめることでないと次会う時は殺し合うことになるかもしれない
This show's got that classic love across enemy lines thing going on, with sweet moments and plenty of action. I'd pretty much call this even sweeter than love after world domination. Miller's actually nice for a bad guy, and Byakuya's super sweet too. Her shady cat sidekick is kinda creepy, but doesn't wreck the fun. Plus, the bright animation in short 12-minute episodes makes this a short and fun rom-com. Number 2, Aharon-san wa Hakarenai Season 2.
前の人が大きくて黒板が見えなくて
じゃあ久しぶりにあれをやろうか
Ever since I started watching the second season, this is slowly becoming one of my favorites. Reina Aharon is a super quiet high schooler starting her second year with her classmate and boyfriend, Raidao. Things get weird when a new student, Riko Tamahana, shows up, and turns out she's an old friend of Reina barely remembers. With Raidao backing her up, Reina tries to rebuild that friendship while also figuring out how to actually talk like a normal teen.
友達に 急に慣れ慣れしくしすぎちゃったせいで友達が離れていっちゃって
Watching season 2 feels like hanging out with a buddy who's even cooler now. Rhino and Rina's chemistry is hilarious and sweet, and that's pretty much why this show works so well. The new characters like Riku steal the spotlight sometimes with their stylish and nervous energy, so you won't ever get bored watching this show. Sometimes the jokes can repeat, but hey, I'll forgive that in an anime full of lovable weirdos. Number 1, Ranma 1/2 2024.
父さんがいけないのよ。よく確かめないから。
息子が生まれたって言ってたもん。
これのどこが息子なのよ。これのどこが。
ちょっとやめてください
Ranma Saotome and his dad Genma mess up big time in China. One splash cold water, and Ranma becomes a girl while Genma turns into a panda. Yeah, you heard that right. Hot water fixes it, but still, that's not something you want to have happen to you and your father. On top of that, Ranma's stuck with an arranged marriage to Akane, the hot-headed youngest daughter of his dad's best friend. And what's worse, they have to live together.
元気があって可愛い言い名付けじゃないか。
可愛くない。いいじゃない。女同士だったんでしょ。
よくない
Ah, man, I really love the original show, and watching the remake is like playing the remastered version of my favorite game. This new version of Ranma 1/2 totally captures the original's goofy charm, but feels fresh and fast. Ranma and Akane's relationship comes off natural, like two stubborn kids who won't admit they kinda like each other. If you want to see that remake of the king of rom-coms, then give this a go. You won't be disappointed.